no pitching, no chasing, no recurring. How I position myself as an expert. You don't fear anyone. You literally have the voice. If you want to sort your content strategy, 12 months ago I was charging 50,000 for the project work only for 3 weeks. And now 90k client, a retainer per month, and no pitching, no chasing, no recurring, just organically from LinkedIn. And I'm going to tell you exactly what happened, every content piece, DM, how my LinkedIn systems operate, everything I'm going to share here. So let's talk about uncomfortable truth. Most people on LinkedIn are invisible, not because they are bad, but because they are not doing the right things. So you need to understand, LinkedIn is not a job board anymore. It's not a CV. It's literally a platform to build your reputation, your credibility in front of your audience. LinkedIn is the highest sales floor when it comes to clients, B2B, so much to clear, to have big deals like partnerships, investors, because all biggies are on LinkedIn and you have to play well to close them. I know it because I did it. So in this video, I'll cover exact content strategy that will make you go from invisible to booking high ticket people. How I position myself as an expert and not a vendor who just gives services. Storytelling framework that got views from literally 100 to 200 to reaching even 50k impressions on some of my posts. Algorithm changes that you need to know and update yourself. How I handle DMs and calls without getting salesy. And finally, the reason you are here, the anatomy of how I closed that 90k client. Now let me take you back to the 2020 LinkedIn when I started, and there was a very different time. Back then, platform rewarded volume, hashtags, all of that stuff. So if you post more, if you put the hashtags, use the hashtags, do all of those things, then LinkedIn rewards you. So it was very simple engagement because it was genuine. People genuinely engage and comment, not like these days when you see automated ChatGPT comments. I mean, literally when I go to my post, I have zero interest to read any comments because I know everybody has just put an automation. They have copied my post. They have just generated some ChatGPT response. So that's not the world we live anymore, where engagement and volume is real thing on LinkedIn. Things have changed. And what I mean fundamentally changed is, so in back then you will see the post with the great hooks, with the, it was the viral post era. Anything can get viral. Even I written something formally, casually about something in the English mistakes, and as a content writer I really want to write and not focus on doing grammatical mistakes, and that post was pushed up and I got a good reach. So it was a viral post era, to be honest, because people were very less. So if you're putting any genuine thoughts out there, you can easily get viral, but that's over right now. Now LinkedIn rewards these signals over the likes. So if you are putting out content which can get better read time, which can get better saves, LinkedIn reward those people, meaningful people, or actually dropping a meaningful comment instead of just ChatGPT ones. The newsletter thing and the article thing has also changed the game. So if you're on LinkedIn, you have to publish good articles, you have to publish a newsletter, and you have to build your audience there. So I think there is a happening there. Instead of just content, people are also focusing on newsletter these days. Audience also shifted the upmarket. So pre-COVID, when I was talking about 2020, there were a lot of college students and there were a lot of HRs on LinkedIn. But post-COVID, when everything shifted online in digital marketing, the CMOs literally get up from the WhatsApp groups and shifted to LinkedIn. Even the CEOs, because they are building their personal brand there. So I think now getting reach of high ticket people is easy, because if you send a DM on LinkedIn to CEO CMO, there's a high chance they will accept it. Back then it was not the case. Well, they didn't existed, so now they existed, so you can reach out to them. Now I'll come to talk about the content and positioning, but let me tell you first thing. If you have the best content but your profile is confusing, there is no clarity that what you work, who you're targeting, then you will miss the shot. So the 90k client reached out to me via LinkedIn. They booked a call organically, and they were already liked my work, my profile. They were literally halfway sold. I don't have to sell them anything because they came to me halfway sold. They already liked everything. They already made a mind somewhat that we have to work with this girl, but they just want to get on a call and be in real and just check me out. So you getting my point? The power of content, the power of profile on LinkedIn, how much it adds a value. And if you're not taking it seriously, you're just posting random stuff, I don't know what to say. If you want to sort your content strategy, you can book a consultation call with me on TopMet. I'll drop a link in description. But you should stop posting anything random on LinkedIn and be strategized about it. So what actually positioning means? It means if someone read and comes, is this person for me? Do they really think like that? So it's not like, oh, they are good, they are impressive. It should be like, is this person exactly for me? Is this person gonna exactly solve problem for me? That is the exact correct positioning. So this is a 3-part positioning formula: who you serve, what specific problem you solve, and why you are the right person. That specifically makes you magnetic if you answer those questions and implement in your content. The enemy positioning move, this is not necessary you have to do, but if you can, then it will be good. Because if you talk about the opinions and if you have something contradictory which normally people don't like to say, then you become an authorized expert very soon in that niche, because you don't fear anyone. You literally have the voice, and people love that, because even the top high professionals, they want to see and work with courageous people. They want to work with people who have their own voices. And many people can't say themselves, but they really like to see if that person can stand their position and way here on LinkedIn. Obviously, they will do better in work, because as I told you, I gave my opinion back in 2020 about content writing, that how people are judged if they don't have a good grammar. But that shouldn't stop me to write something, because in the process, I will learn. So that hit people and it got viral. So I connected and I spoke up and I keep a stand. At that time when I was literally nothing, in 2020 I was just starting out, and I had no idea of stuff, but it built a certain kind of positioning for me, that Kriti stand for what she means exactly. So number one thing, also you have to make sure your profile should be perfectly optimized. I'm not gonna go into the details because I have made a whole playlist on LinkedIn you can watch. I'll attach in this video also the details, but this video is just to give an overview and to explain you the why you need to do all of this. So now I'll come to the content system that builds my inbound pipeline. So number one, I do the expertise post, where I share the case study of the brand I feel that I can share in terms of marketing, content, creativity, and show my expertise. Second, I do the story one. I personally share those stories which I felt very deep with some thought process, and I make it connected and relatable to my work, because obviously if I'm sharing a random story, nobody's interested. But I do share stuff that happen overall in my work. So that kind of stories bring realness that I am working. I have a legit agency, I have a legit team, so I have legit problems. So I hope you get it, why sharing your personal stories from the work is important. Now the conversion post, it has to be just 20%, which caters like testimonials or something very solid proof of your work. But it is kind of a silly content, so don't do it very much silly content. I try to keep 70% my stories and educational expertise one. Now, as you were thinking that Kriti got the books called Booking Organically, how does that happen? Okay, so now you have done with the content, you have done with the profile optimization, and people are reading your content, that's great. But now you have to engage with people, you have to do the commenting, you have to add the booking link where people can book the calls in the profile, and you have to promote it on LinkedIn also, in the comment section, in the post, everywhere. So there are 2-3 systems which I follow. One is I do cold DM, so it's not kind of a cold. I connect with the profiles, I see if I can engage with their content, and then I reach out to them saying that how I can help them in personal branding, and then I can share them a lead magnet in the follow-up message, or can convert them for a booking call. So that's one thing. Second thing is I promote my links the Calendly, the consultation, the stuff which I do in the content, in the comments and stuff like that, as in CTAs. That's the second thing we do. And third, I don't do much, but one can do is cross promotion. You can promote what you do on LinkedIn, on your Insta stories, or you can promote on YouTube. That's cross promotion also works. So now comes the 90K wala client which you all are interested. So basically on LinkedIn I have a Calendly booking link, and the person booked the call and we get on it, and it was very organic, as I told you, halfway he already know the stuff. Then I convince him that how I can help him because we do the research, we have a very good team and all of that. And I think I quoted him something, and I thought that he will negotiate, but he didn't, and he accepted and moved right away, which is something very unusual, because a lot of people do negotiate, and that's not correct although, because we put all our hard work. But yeah, but that was literally that way easy. But let me tell you that I've been working for I think now 6 years, and I've been making content for a lot of time. So it doesn't happen in one day, but if you follow all things which I told and I do, I think you can reach also up to a day when you can literally have more than 90K, more than lakh to client with one client for 1 month for one project. It's not that tough, but you have to, I think, work on your content, systems, everything. So that's it for this video. I think you guys need to check out my old videos which I made on the LinkedIn cold DMs, on content strategy, and start doing it. And moreover, I think if you're already doing it, you really need to book a consultation call with me. Again, on top mate, I'll drop the link in the description, and maybe we can work together your content strategy in touch, and you can start your LinkedIn and start having good clients. Because honestly, this 90K was happened right now, but I have closed a lot of clients from LinkedIn, and initially 30K 40K is also a huge amount. So if you can close that also this week after watching my video, it will be